president. Let me play some sound for you. This is Justice Samuel Alito on whether a reasonable observer would consider the policy a quote-unquote Muslim ban.
I think there are 50 predominantly Muslim countries in the world. Five predominantly Muslim countries are on this list. The population of the predominantly Muslim countries on this list make up about 8% of the world's Muslim population. Absolutely. If you looked at the 10 countries with the most Muslims, exactly one, right, Iran, would be on that list of the top 10. So would a reasonable observer think this was a Muslim ban?
With me now, CNN Supreme Court reporter Ariane DeVogue. Ariane, also a central question today, whether the president's campaign rhetoric about Muslims entering the country could factor into the legality of this whole thing. What did the justices say about that today?
Well, that bite you played, Brooke, right there with Justice Alito, conservative justice, he seemed to show no concern about the campaign statements, and he didn't think it was a Muslim ban. But of course, the key vote will be Justice Anthony Kennedy. And at times, he did seem like he was ready to side with the president for two main reasons. First of all, he said, look, the travel ban is reviewed every 180 days. And he also said, is it really the role in these situations for the court to second guess the president? But Brooke, I will say this, there was a time in the beginning that he too seemed to be concerned about those campaign statements, and he was concerned with animus. See if you can hear it in this bite.
Suppose you have a local mayor, and as a candidate, he makes vituperative, hateful statements. He's elected, and on day 2, he takes acts that are consistent with those hateful statements. Whatever he said in the campaign is irrelevant?
Your Honor, if he takes the same oath...
What you would say, whatever he said in the campaign is irrelevant?
I would say two things. And the second thing is the point I was about to turn to. I would say yes, because we do think that oath marks a fundamental transformation. But I would also say here, it doesn't matter. Because here, the statements that they principally rely on don't actually address the meaning of the proclamation itself. This is not a so-called Muslim ban. If it were, it would be the most ineffective Muslim ban that one could possibly imagine, since not only does it exclude the vast majority of the Muslim world, it also omits 3 Muslim-majority countries that were covered by past orders, including Iraq, Chad, and Sudan.
Right, so Kennedy...